that your child now?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want it anymore.
You don't know if it's your child? Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Like always, I'm in the car with Brendan right now, but it's actually his mom that's driving because we're finally going to get him a new phone, and I'm pretty sure that I'm just as excited as he is because he's had so many problems with his phone over the years. I think it's a Samsung, right?
Yeah, it is.
And he's finally going to get an iPhone, which I have as well. I have the iPhone 6s, and he's gonna get something like that, possibly an even newer one, because there have been quite a few that have come out since the time that I got mine, but I'm totally fine with it. I just feel like iPhones are the best type of phones, and nobody else can convince me otherwise that it's not. But first things first, we're gonna have to get gas so we don't run out on the way there, and I think that it's gonna be a successful day. I mean, all he has to do is just transfer all of his stuff from his old phone to his brand new one that he'll be getting, and then I'll finally be able to text him like I normally did in the past, because I used to text him and he'd get all my messages, but all of a sudden he stopped getting them from just about anyone. Like, sometimes it will go through and sometimes it won't, and it's just really weird. Like, you don't want to have a phone that you can't rely on like that, and his mom has even experienced that too when she tries to talk to him, so it's become quite an issue that we're gonna finally get taken care of. And I hope that nothing happens to his phone, because he's told me all of his experiences in the past, like when he went to Disney World or somewhere like that, and he would literally take his phone into the water park and forget that it was on him, and then it would just land in the water. And I'm so glad none of that's ever happened to me before. Yes. Like, you just have to be super careful. Yes, like his mom said, it's also been in the snow and he hasn't found it until the winter was over, but an iPhone you really love and you just cherish it, and nothing bad's ever happened to any phones that I've had. I've only had 3 in my life. Like, one was my first phone that was some brand that I don't even remember because it wasn't a brand that I even liked. I just showed my mom that I was responsible enough to get a new one, and then I got the iPhone 5S or 5C, the 5C. Yeah, and then I ended up getting this one. So yeah, I've only had a few experiences with phones, and I've always tried to take care of them.
In total, I've had 7.
Yeah, and Brendan's had a lot more than I have. This summer, I feel like, is the summer that we're really maturing more than we ever have before, because it's the summer before the last year of high school, and I feel like you learn so much in that amount of time. Like, I'm having an internship with this lady in just a few weeks from now, and I'm going to be learning more about makeup, which is what I want to do for a career in the future. And Brendan is already starting his experience in the work field. I mean, last summer he had a job, but now it's not with his family. Like, last year he worked with his dad, but this year he's working independently. Yeah, and he's working at Dunkin' Donuts right now, actually. So we're both doing our own thing, and we're just like learning so much about growing up and experiencing life in the real world. So yeah, we're just having so many experiences that are really maturing us, and I feel like now that he has a job, he can pay for his own phone bills, but right now his mom's just taking him to get his phone, and he can drive, but he's just in the passenger seat right now, and eventually he'll have his license so we can go anywhere that we want, and I really want to get mine too, but first of all I have to get my permit, and we'll just be able to do basically anything. And we're just talking about credit scores and all that stuff, and how you can buy your own stuff, and it's really a lot to look forward to, honestly. I mean, it's pretty exciting growing up, yeah, but it can be scary for the same reasons depending on how you look at it. So the place that we're getting his phone is actually pretty local, like 21 Pilots says in their song Fairly Local. We just went like a few blocks down from his house after getting the gas, and we're just looking around at all the iPhones that they have here. So the store that we're at isn't the Apple store, which you typically go to get an iPhone. It's actually just Metro PCS, and they just have so much to offer here. And one of the good things about it is that no one's here except us right now, so we don't have to worry about any long lines or it taking a really long time to set it up, because obviously it will take time, but it won't as much as if there were a lot of people here. And he's just looking at all the different ones that he could get, and I'm so excited for him. As I mentioned before, like, we're probably on the same level of happiness right now. And speaking of being on the same level, we're actually basically twinning today. I'm wearing a black shirt with a skull on it, and he's wearing a black shirt too, and it's inspired by Pink Floyd. It has a triangle on it. I've never really listened to Pink Floyd, but my dad has, so I am still quite familiar with it. And I hope that he really finds what he's been looking for today, because it's honestly been a long time coming. What phone are you looking at right now?
iPhone 6.
Just like the one that I have. It's a 6S?
Yeah, 6S.
How much is that?
400 says with that, but then there's also activation fees, taxes.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that comes with getting a new phone, but
probably all together plus the 400 right here, probably 500.
yeah, but my family took care of my phone because we all have iPhones, so we're on a family plan, and that doesn't make it as expensive as it would be if you were getting it independently. But you have to do what you have to do, you know? What kind of phone does your mom have?
Something bad.
Like a Samsung?
I think it's an HTC.
Yeah, I just feel like iPhones are a universal phone.
Right, yeah, this one.
6S.
Yeah.
I have the 6S.
How long have you
I've had it for 2 to 3 years.
I just can't come in until it's right. I can't.
What if we go to another store that has a 7?
The 6S is fine though.
What's this one?
That's an 8.
And this is an 8?
I don't know.
I'm just
I think
trying
these are
to...
both 8s.
Do you have one in the middle line? Do you have a 7? She's got 8s over there and then...
No, she doesn't have a 7.
Carrying the 7 and 7 Plus to make it right now the only iPhones that we have available in our stock.
One more time, I promise after that I let you go.
Brendan is currently talking to the woman who works here along with his mom about everything that the 6S has to offer, and he's kind of worried about it because it's kind of an old phone, because I think that the newest edition out right now is currently the 8, and he's had an outdated phone now for who knows how long, and there's always problems with text not being received or anything. But I really would still agree if he had to get any phone compared to the one he has now, or the 6S, he should definitely get the 6S because there's so much to do on it. Like, I have an OtterBox, and that's a phone case that I have, and I've never had to worry about it breaking whatsoever. Like I told you guys, like, it works perfectly fine, and it's never broken. It's not so fragile that if I simply drop it onto the ground, like from where I'm standing right now, that it would break. And I told him that, but he just really wants a newer phone. But we'll get it sorted out, and he'll get whatever phone that he can get.
One last time, I need to be the one who takes you home.
Apparently it was someone who works here's daughter's birthday a while ago, and now he's trying to get the balloon, and he got it.
Those things at Walmart.
It says happy birthday, and there's Minnie Mouse on
Right
it.
over it. The thing's like this
I
tall.
want to do helium shots.
That's the only reason you wanted it. That reminds me of on the 4th of July when we got the balloons from
But I
Walmart.
let go of it by accident.
Alright, so I guess...
And then I had mine, and then I just set them free. And we took some nice photos while we still had them.
Closed on Sundays, but I'll definitely be Sunday.
Is that your child now?
Permission, like, if we get the...
Maybe. I don't know.
Alright.
I don't want Minnie Mouse.
You don't know if it's your child?
You're welcome.
I don't know. DNA
Have a
test.
nice day.
Let's go.
So I guess we're leaving right now. Well, I guess that getting a new phone for Brennan turned out to be a fail today, but we're still gonna get one eventually.
We got information.
So, yeah, we got information about a phone that he could get. Well, I just got home. Brendan and his mom just dropped me off, and although we didn't end up actually getting him his phone today, we still learned a lot of information, at least he did, on what kind of phone that he wants, and he still wants to do some looking, because I guess if you want to get a new phone or anything for that matter and you're willing to spend money on it, you know, you want it to be something that you really like and enjoy using, and that's just how he felt. So overall, that just taught me that even if, and it should teach you guys that even if you want something and it doesn't go as planned, you can still have fun, because I had a good time with my friend, and I still hope that you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!